want to acknowledge the founder of Gawad Kalinga, Tony Meloto. He's also a recipient of the Magsaysay Award and Heidi Burak Award, is that? Yeah. Also, I want to acknowledge the Channel 7 anchor woman is Francis Rivera. Now, Gawad Kalinga is, you know what the meaning of Gawad Kalinga is? Give care, award care to the less fortunate Filipino, our country in the Philippines. Right now, I'm gonna introduce the leader of Gawad Kalinga here in Massachusetts, Mr. Eugene Florendo, and Ibida.
Ended one of our events. We started it with the showing of Paraiso way back in 2007. We had Francis Rivera who anchored the first premiere of Gawad Kalinga. And then we had several events that took place, and I saw a lot of you. I hope you will keep on supporting GK. Today we're blessed. We have an abundance of food, abundance of friends, and we've got two celebrities who has an abundance of awards. Evita and I would like to introduce our very own anchor woman, Emmy awardee, or multi-awarded Emmy awardee, has her beautiful face together with a comical face, Jay Leno, in our billboards at all over Route 93. She would introduce the father and founder of GK. It is our distinct privilege, honor, and pleasure to introduce Francis Rivera.
Thank you very much. This is a good day. Not only is it nice and beautiful outside, I had my fix of Filipino food for the first time in how long? I do Filipino breakfast with my mom a lot, but it takes a lot to cook. So the favorites, what was it called? Patatim. Nice. And then the ginatan, which I just finished right there. So I have the balls, the ginatan balls and the tapioca balls, the best stuff. So thank you for including me this afternoon in your celebration of the day, and also as we honor the founder of Gawad Kalinga, and also recognize and acknowledge all the good work. And especially at this time, all of us were glued every time that we were doing reports on the devastating typhoons. Ondoy is what they call the typhoon in the Philippines. You couldn't help but think of all our people, our relatives and friends and countrymen back home with that. So it's in the spirit of that we acknowledge and recognize the work of Gawad Kalinga. We are blessed today to have that very special guest with us, and you have to understand it's not just showing up here on a beautiful day. I understand I got in from New York at 5 o'clock in the morning after speaking there, leaving New York, Manhattan at 1 in the morning, getting here at 5, getting 5 hours of rest, and then joining us today. The father and founder of Gawad Kalinga movement, to eradicate poverty in the Philippines and in the world. He describes himself, and many describe him, as just an ordinary Filipino who started a social experiment that has now become a global movement for nation building and really throwing this power of an ordinary man without political power, without wealth, which we know brings so many people to so many places and really catapults them to the position where they can make a difference. But again, without that political power, without the wealth to bring change in a massive, massive scale that continues to grow as we've seen. He is a man who is recognized by just being ordinary, they say. He shows by example that every human being can contribute to a better world. And all of that, the essence of that change was captured in a book launch in Boston in June of 2005. So again, as we all gather together here and enjoy each other's company and the food and the beautiful day, please help me welcome Tony Meloto as we hear a few words from him.
Thank you, Francis. It's quite an honor to be introduced by an outstanding Filipino in North America. It's always a source of pride for me when I see my people who have left our country, many of them in tears, due to lack of opportunities, really succeed in this country and find their home, build their families here, but over the years have not stopped loving the Philippines, where we come from. And what I see is that more and more Filipinos, whether they're in the Philippines or America, that we have become global citizens. We have become one global family. And I see also that our people have come of age in America. Last night I was in New York for a very special reason as well. Stephanie Reese gave a concert at Carnegie Hall, and it was smashing. There was a full crowd and a standing ovation. So she wowed high society of New York to see the best of Filipino entertainment. And what I just felt in Carnegie Hall, that truly the Filipino has come of age. We have become outstanding citizens of this country, and we're starting to grow our confidence as a people. We're starting to mature. And this is the process that we hope will continue. And it is important for us because just like many Asian countries, once upon a time, we were colonial slaves. And we always look at the West as masters, as employers, and as alms giver. But now, after coming to this country, pursuing our American dream and achieving it, and now seeing people from the West, especially Caucasians, one of them is already my son-in-law, that they're no longer masters or alms givers, but they're family, they're friends. And they also are the fathers of our children and the fathers and mothers of our grandchildren. And so